What's up, fellow entrepreneur? It's PK Patel from Midwest Corporate Credit, where funding your business is our business. If you're anything like me, you absolutely hate credit inquiries, as much as a high jumper hates gravity, perhaps. So today I'm going to give you a practical and mathematical approach on how to manage credit inquiries. So here's the mistake most people make when they think about credit inquiries. They think, oh, credit inquiries, they're bad, they're evil. Yes, they're bad, they're evil, but they're not all terrible. They're a necessary evil in order to get what you want. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do some exercises to figure out if what you want is actually worth an inquiry or not. We call that the ROI, return on inquiry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 3 different examples, and together we're going to break down whether the inquiry is worth it or not. And that may depend on who you are and your lifestyle, and it may depend on where you are in life and what you're looking to do and what your goals are. So this isn't a one size fits all. However, the math is what's one size fits all, and based on the math you could just work the numbers backwards and figure out if this is something you want to do or not. So here we go. All right, so to calculate your return on inquiry, here's what you do. Let's take this scenario for example. Let's say you walk into Nordstrom. You buy maybe $200 worth of stuff. You walk up to the checkout counter and you go to pay for it. But right before you pay for it, the clerk says, "Excuse me, sir or ma'am, would you like to open a Nordstrom card? You could save an extra 15% today." It is going to cost you a credit inquiry. It is an actual credit card that's only good at Nordstrom. So they are going to check your credit to make sure that you're going to pay and you're credit worthy enough to extend this credit to you. So yes, it's going to cost you one inquiry. Now, what should you do? Should you go ahead and apply for it and take the extra 15% off, or should you not do it? We're going to take a 5 to 10 second break, and when we come back, I'll get you the answer. So, did you end up saving 15% at Nordstrom in exchange for an inquiry? Well, here's how the math breaks down on that. You bought $200 worth of merchandise, 15% on that is only $30. So, an inquiry, in this case, the monetary value of it is only $30, and most people are going to come up with a resounding no. I'm not going to incur a credit inquiry in exchange for a $30 savings. So, this one may not be worth it. And the math on this one was very simple, but stick with me. It's going to get a little bit harder. So let's say when you get home, you go to your mailbox, you pick up your mail, and there's an offer in there. And it seems like they're offering you a gazillion miles to get this airline card. And the only stipulation is if you get approved, all you have to do is spend $1,000 every month for the next 3 months. And by gazillion, I mean 40,000 miles. So whoever your favorite airlines is, American, United, Delta, it doesn't matter. They're all late. Flights are always delayed. Flights are always canceled, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, whoever your favorite airline is, let's pretend the offer is from them, okay? And you're going to get 40,000 miles, but you're going to incur a credit inquiry when you apply for this new credit card. Should you take the offer or not? Well, go ahead and figure it out. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to break down the math on how much this particular inquiry is worth. $40,000 miles in exchange for one credit inquiry. Should you do it? Well, let's do the math. So after doing the due diligence, you figure out that 40,000 miles is going to get you one economy ticket to anywhere in the continental United States. So depending on where you live, it's worth between $300 and $500. That's the monetary value of this particular card and getting the 40,000 miles. So to some people, that may be worth it. To others, it may not move the needle. It just depends on who you are, but at least now you know how to calculate this kind of a return on inquiry. So let's get back to your mail. You had a stack of mail, right? Where you got this offer, and then you're going through it and you see another offer. It's a balance transfer check for 0% interest for the next 12 months on an existing business credit card that you have that doesn't report to your personal credit. Yeah, there are such things. We set these up for clients all the time. But let's say you have a $10,000 limit on this business credit card that is now offering you a 0% for 12 months. Your retail interest rate is 15%. Should you or shouldn't you call in and incur an inquiry in order to bump up your limit to a $20,000 limit? When we come back, we'll do the math together. An extra $10,000 credit limit on your business credit card in exchange for an inquiry. Should you do it? Let's do the math. All right, so you have $10,000 currently available, and you're looking to get another $10,000 and double up that limit to a $20,000 limit. Your retail interest rate is 15%. So the opportunity cost here is 15% interest rate and an additional $10,000 over a course of 1 year. That comes out to $1,500 in exchange for this inquiry. So if successful and the lender grants you this credit limit increase, you're going to be able to say, well, I got $1,500 worth of value in exchange for that one inquiry. And for most people, that's going to move the needle, and they probably move forward with the credit limit increase in this case. So that is how you calculate your return on inquiry. Now, let's say you have this limit, it's $20,000 now, and you use it one time. And let's say that 0% expires this time next year. You're able to pay it all back, and the lender sends you another balance transfer check. It might actually be worth $3,000. Every time you get those balance transfer checks, this one inquiry is going to give you a residual return. So what we recommend for all of our clients is managing inquiries. Yes, you can get them deleted. However, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of medicine. So a lot of these inquiry deleting services aren't very reliable. So we recommend just managing them in the front end, doing the math first, and thinking thoroughly whether you really want the item or the benefit of what that inquiry is going to bring in. Now, obviously, the flip side to everything is we're assuming that you're going to get approved every single time. Now, you also get a 0 return on inquiry if you get declined. If you get declined, this whole video is pretty much worthless, and you're going to incur inquiries for no reason whatsoever. So what you want to do is do the math, write it out on paper if you need to on what the benefits are and what you're going to get in exchange for this inquiry. And then you'd be surprised how many times you completely knock out unnecessary inquiries where you say to yourself, well, this item or product or service isn't even worth it to me, or the monetary value is simply way too low for me to even go through with this. So you won't even do the application, and you won't incur that inquiry in the first place. All right, guys, that's all I have for you this week. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like and share it with a friend. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get an alert next time I do an awesome video like this. And if you have any questions, post them in the comment below. I will see you next week. For Midwest Corporate Credit, I'm PK Patel. Thank you for watching.